Good. Just kind of eyeballing the D-line early in camp. It looks like you got a lot of talent, a lot of bodies out there, a lot of people in great shape. What have been your early impressions?
Early impressions. Well, the thing is, we've all been putting in extra work after our workouts all summer, all winter, all spring, as as much as we've been together. So it's not really a surprise for us to have this going on. But we got to keep stacking days. We got a lot more to go.
How did your off season go? What were your goals, and did you meet them?
A lot of my goals are to get a lot stronger, lean out a little bit more than I was last year, and a lot of my numbers in the weight room went up. A lot of my things went up, so I was really impressed and happy with my results. But now I got to maintain and still kind of keep growing and getting stronger still. So yeah, I'm pretty good with that.
When you say numbers went up, can you give us any
It's like
examples?
my squat numbers went up. Probably went from like 450 to 550 plus, somewhere around
Wow.
there. So it's a big jump. But that's with the extra work coming in after, getting 2 workouts in a day type thing. So that is what I mean by that.
And how much of that was Coach Belton's program versus Coach Miller, who obviously has come in and replaced him?
Well, shoot, it was right when Coach Miller came in. Him and I just started getting a little relationship, and then him and even Coach AB before he had left too. So we got in that extra work, and I just found little things just to get stronger every day after our workouts. So I came in for 2 days.
Did you have a goal for your numbers, or was it just progression?
It wasn't that. I just genuinely wanted to get stronger. So when I get back on the field, like I could feel like I'm really, I just get stronger. Really, that's all it was.
It's only been 2 days, but do you feel?
No, I feel different. I feel a little different, especially when we hit the sleds, things like that. I feel like I'm really punching. I did it last year. I punched last year, but now I feel like I'm going through the bags now. It's like how I want to.
What have been your impressions of some of the new guys, Collins and some of the other transfers that we hadn't seen before?
I'm impressed. They're catching on. It's new. Because you're transferring from different things. You got different wordings, different stuff you got to learn. But I'm happy for them, and they're catching on. They're getting the gist of everything. So we just take day by day, and they'll be getting better for sure.
Everybody knows that putting pressure on the quarterback is going to be a key to the defense. And obviously you lost a lot with Latu, the Murphy twins, Carl Jones. How do you feel this defensive line is going to be able to do in terms of kind of replacing that production from last year?
Well, those guys are, you can't teach that. You know what I mean? They're all talented people in their own right, and that's why they are where they are. You know what I mean? And so for us, we got to really work as a unit this year, and I think we're going to do that. And each day we want to keep stacking these days and keep working together and get better and better each day. So we can't replace the production they give, but we're going to do what we're going to do because we're going to be a unit and we're going to do it together.
Do you have any goals for the season, like sacks, tackles?
You said, what? I'm sorry?
Any goals for the season, like a certain number of sacks, tackles,
For
pressures?
me, no. I just want to go out there and play and be the best. And then with my brothers next to me, that's all I want to do.
Does this feel like a player-led team at this point?
It's transitioning to that, yeah, for sure. And I'm happy it's getting that way because we're really holding each other accountable. So, like, you leave your shoes on there or your helmet's, like, outside on the field. Coach Miller and even the players are like, hey, that's 100 up downs. And you got to come outside, do 100 up downs, and then, or like sled pushes, things like that. So we're really trying to take accountability for the small things that we're trying to do. So,
what were the player-led practices like? Did you have any responsibilities during those?
I think we all kind of do it together. Like the stuff we do pre-practice, we all kind of know the guys who've been here. So we just go ahead and line up and just do it. You know what I mean? We teach the young guys and we just have them follow our lead and stuff.
What's the toughest thing about those player-led practices where you kind of have to be self-motivated and not be told what to do necessarily?
I think the hardest part probably is the team thing because everybody wants to go. But other than that, man, I think we're a pretty disciplined, group, and we have guys in our room that are ready to work. You know what I mean? So it's not really that much of a difficult thing because we know what our goal is to accomplish this year. So we know we got to do these things on our own too because it's not practice ain't gonna cut it. We got to do more.
How would you define the culture that Coach Foster has brought to the team?
It's a great culture. It's a great culture. I think it's again, how she was saying, it's a player-led group now, and I think that's important because it's really holding us accountable, and if we want it, we got to go get it, and it's not going to just come from the coaches, it's going to come for us too. So that's the best culture I think he's implementing now.
You mentioned, feeling like you have a little bit more pop this year out there. How much of that is like actual strength gained, and how much of that is just confidence in the training that you've done and who you're working with?
I'd say half and half. I'd say half and half because, last year was my first year like really playing. So now that I'm like, okay, I know what this is going to be like when I step on this field. Now I know where I need to work on. I still held my own, but now I'm like, okay, now we're gonna get this thing rolling. Now I know what to add and what to get into it. So I think it's both, confidence of knowing what I'm doing and then confidence in me knowing that I got stronger. So, yeah.
How do you, go about pacing yourself compared to maybe spring camp when you were so far away from game day, whereas now you're, 30 days away from that season opener?
I think I can't pace myself. I think every day is football, man. Like, you don't know when that number's going in, so you got to go every day. You can't pace. You got to just go. So that's my whole mindset for it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
All right.
Appreciate
Thank
it.
you.